So face pulls. Face pulls are absolutely awesome, and the best usage for face pulls is injury prevention. The rep ranges for you to use in the face pulls is right around 8 to 15 reps. You don't need to be going fucking crazy. You don't need to be trying to fucking develop a ton of fucking muscles doing face pulls. No need to go fucking heavy. You just move, feel the fucking contraction on your rear delts, and that's about it. The purpose of doing face pulls is that because of all the bench presses, the push-ups, and all the fucking movements, overhead presses, everything that develops the front delts, they start to overpower the shoulder girdle and generate imbalances that are going to fucking put your shoulder into a permanent impinged position. The most common injuries that you can have in your fucking shoulder is you tear a rotator cuff or your teres muscles get all wonky, and that is because your fucking front delt is overpowering the rest of the shoulder girdle. So the face pulls is the best, by far, the best movement to attack this and to really give you healthy fucking shoulders that will last you a long time in this lifting shit. So sets, 3 to 4 sets. Rest times 1 minute. You pretty much isn't introducing anything that requires you to rest for longer than that. Remember the 3-factor model that I always talk about? There's 3 things that you need to pay attention when you are recovering between a set and another. The first thing is your cardiovascular capacity. The face pull is not going to challenge your cardiovascular capacity. The second thing is local muscle fatigue. So the accumulation of fucking acidity and increase of temperature of the muscle fibers itself. Face pulls is not going to be introducing a fuck ton of local muscle fatigue. And if it is introducing local muscle fatigue, it's in the tiny fucking muscles on the back of your fucking shoulders. So that can clear up really fast. And lastly, the central nervous system is the third factor that you always need to pay attention when you are recovering between sets. And the central nervous system is the one that takes the biggest hit and requires you to go for fucking long rest periods. So yeah, face pulls, 1 minute is more than enough between each set. And the reps in reserve is 4 to 6, meaning you don't need to go to failure. You pretty much don't need to exert yourself. Just go in there and fucking feeling the fucking muscles contracting is more than enough. And once the fucking resistance starts to slow down and you need to grind reps and holding that fucking the fucking implement behind your fucking ears start to get really grindy and weird, then you stop the fucking movement right there and you're good to go, bro. What's up, Sherman? How you doing, my boy? Thanks for being here, bro. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Face pulls twice a week. Awesome, bro. Awesome. It's one of the best preventative movements that you can introduce to your fucking program. And it's really important to maintain shoulder health. If you want to be a fucking lifter, taking care of your elbows and shoulders are the main fucking thing. Like the guy asked before, like you have an injury in your groin, let's say. It sucks. You can't do fucking squats. You can't do lower body movements for a while. But you can do all the fucking rest. You can fucking focus on building shoulders and like if you have a free pass to do shoulders every fucking day, why not, you know? But when your shoulders are wonky, bro, you can't squat. You can't bench. You can't fucking biceps curls. You pretty much can do anything without hitting the shoulder and aggravating the injury. So shoulders fucking sucks when you get them hurt, bro. It's to me, it's even worse than having lower back problems. Lower back problems, yeah, they take away the main compound lifts, but there's a lot of exercises that you can just sit and take your back out of the equation and you can still work out suboptimally. But with the shoulders, there's pretty much nothing you can do. There's very little that you can do, and shoving resistance on top of an injury is a recipe for disaster and to extend the time that it's going to take for you to recover really significantly. So strength standards for fucking face pulls, it's a big no. Deloads for fucking face pulls is a big no as well. So no need to fucking try to be strong on face pulls. No need to fucking deload face pulls. Actually, if you don't do face pulls, introduce face pulls to your fucking program when you are deloading. Now, volume requirements. 3 sets a week is pretty fucking good to maintain your shoulder health. 3 to 6 sets a week is going to be interesting if you already had fucking problems and you wanna really reinforce that region. The maximum adaptable volume will be used to, let's say you have a really significant imbalance on your rear delts in comparison to your fucking front delts, then it's interesting to be introducing 8 to 10 sets of face pulls a week. And more than that, the maximum recoverable volume is not really that applicable here, but it would be right around 12 sets, and you should only be introducing this kind of volumes with the face pull if you really have a gnarly imbalance and you need to address that shit quick before something pops off. And imbalances are tricky, bro. You need to target your imbalances, because it's when an imbalance gets exposed that you get injured. Okay, so let's say you have a super strong structure all around a super weak muscle. When that force travels through that weak muscle, that weak muscle pops off, and that's what you don't want to be experiencing, and why you program face pulls into your routine. So range of motion for the fucking face pulls, it's pretty standard. It's nothing to write home about, but it's not bad. So I would say a 3 is pretty good. Injury prevention is where the face pulls tramps every fucking other movement that hits the rear delts and that real states. And the main thing is, it's because you are hitting the rear delts here, and you are also rotating the body, the arms. And this rotational movement is really weak and extremely underdeveloped in 99.9% of the people that lift weights in the world, okay? And if you are a thrower, if you are a pitcher, if you are a quarterback, or you are just a random motherfucker like me that love throwing stuff around, you need to be doing this movement. You need to be doing this movement ASAP, because it's going to reinforce the rotator cuff because of this portion of the movement, the portion where you fucking rotate your arm, and that will give a gnarly stimulation to your rotator cuff. I tore my rotator cuff playing baseball and spent like a year unable to fucking play again. And the second I started introducing face pulls to my training, in a matter of 1 to 2 weeks, I was throwing again, and it was absolutely fucking awesome. Thanks to Enrique, my brother from Cuba that plays in my team here, that taught me. He was the one that said to me to use face pulls to rehab my fucking shoulders. So thank you, Enrique. And so injury prevention is a full fucking 6. This movement is incredible for injury prevention, and in the most in what is, to me, the region of your body that as a lifter you need to take the biggest care of. Ideally, you need to take care of your entire body. But the shoulders, man, shoulder injuries suck so bad that, yo, this is fucking beautiful. Now, for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, if you wanna just make your fucking rear delts and those areas of the muscle bigger, you have better options than fucking face pulls. For instance, the inclined dumbbell lateral raises, or the reverse pec deck, is going to be way better for you to introduce a ton of sarcoplasmic hypertrophy in the region, especially because this rotational component, it actually saps your strength for you to do way more more repetitions. So I would say that it's pretty high up there. It's one of the best movements for developing your rear delts, because the rear delt is a tiny muscle that require a ton of fucking repetitions for you to develop. But it's not the best movement for pure hypertrophy. The good thing is that it is a hybrid between injury prevention and fucking sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. So when combined for those two objectives, when those two objectives are combined, it's absolutely the best fucking movement. But if you are just worried about developing the muscles on that right around on the portion of the back that is right around the shoulder girdle, then you have better options. For myofibrillar hypertrophy, here is one of the things that I think the face pulls is better than the other movements like the reverse pec deck and the inclined lateral raises. Those movements kind of feel like they are ripping your shoulders apart when you fucking start to go a little bit heavy. When I say heavy, it's not that heavy, it's really tiny increments in strength, but it starts to feel really bad on your fucking shoulders if you really try to start getting stronger on the movements. And I feel like the face pulls doesn't have that same problem, at least to me. So I can't, when I'm doing face pulls consistently, I see that I can ramp up the weights pretty steadily and I don't start feeling my fucking shoulder blades going all wonky. Maybe it's because of the fucking rotational portion of the movement, or maybe it's because of the constant tension that the cables provides. But borderline, at the end of the day, I feel like the face pulls, you can fucking overload them really slight, really tiny increments from time to time, and build upon the strength on your on that region for that movement pattern. So I will give it a 4. Now, for power, this is not the fucking intent of the fucking movement. It has no room in a fucking power doing powerful fucking face pulls. That's stupid as shit. So nah. And for strength, I will give it a 3, but not because you need to be strong on face pulls, but because in a strength training program where you are emphasizing building your strength to the maximum, using face pulls to fucking maintain your body able to fucking express strength in other avenues is extremely important. So it's one of the best accessories for you to introduce in a strength program. So I'm going to give it a 3. So at the end of the day, the pull-ups, the face pulls had 9, 14, 18, 19, 22. That's the score for the fucking face pulls, bro. Let me edit this. 22 out of 36. Yo, this... I like that the compound moves always trample the fucking scores of other movements, but when I see my fucking favorite exercises having a low score, it kind of makes me sad a little bit, you know. I wish they had more fucking a higher score. Yo, I just saw that you sent a fucking praise bro thing, Mark. Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. Oh fuck. I'm going to take a leak pretty fast and I'll be back with fucking stiff-legged deadlifts.